Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review. And today's one we're going to be looking at the tmnt RW ongoing series issue 131. So yeah, this issue was interesting to say the very least, and I feel like this one will be more interesting as this whole Armageddon game goes along, as I'm not too sure how this issue is going to play into things with like a few elements, specifically like the magic stuff. And I do think this is going to be more of a talking point with future issues to come. But without further ado, let's get into this one. And I'm going to start off with the past stuff first. Okay, so first start off with Alopex and all the gang into talking to Shredder after the last issue, where he revealed himself to Leonardo, and that's when Leonardo got all the guys over to talk to him. But this is when Alopex sort of freaks out and basically says that she doesn't believe in this, and she doesn't want to team up with Shredder because like he brainwashed her, destroyed her home, experimented on her, and like that's understandable and reasonable. And I do think from like a character's point of view that it does really work well for a character and is really understandable. But at the same time, for some reason, it just feels a bit out of place for some reason. But I know from her character's point of view, it works really well. But I just think that maybe because it's right at the beginning of the issue and maybe how things were played out from the last story arc, I don't know, it just seems a bit out of place for her character. But at the same time, really working really well for a character. And I do think and I really would like them to really follow up on this, because I know they're doing the Armageddon Alliances issues, backup story stuff, and I would like them to follow up on this, and I feel like this might be a really good story to really delve into the character, and really, I'm not exactly too sure what I could do with the character, but I feel like they should really expand this point and see if she is going to help with the Armageddon games, or she will sit it out. I do hope that she does actually still continue to be in the games, as just because she's a really fan favorite or really enjoyable fan favorite character that quite a few people do love. And I do think that not having her in the event will be like a really big missed opportunity, so I don't want her to be gone. Now, saying that, we do have the present day stuff, which is a bit more interesting to say the very least in some certain scenes and art panels. But yeah, so to start this one off, we got Shredder teaching the turtles how to use like black magic to take on the all these forces. And I feel like this is going to be an interesting thing, and could be like a make it or break it for going forward with the Armageddon games, just due to if they do actually follow up on this, and it does become a big prominent thing within this event, where you have to use magic to stop these like the phantoms. So I am quite interested, just because something like this happened in season 5 of the 2003 show, and people are quite divided on that. So I wonder if this is going to go really heavily into that, or if it'll be more grounded in a way, and how people are going to react to it. It's also going to be quite an interesting thing, just because, well, quite a few people not exactly enjoying the ongoing series, so I wonder how they're going to react to including magic and stuff like that. But from the looks of it, with how they're presented in this issue, it seems interesting. But at the same time, it just seems like one of those things where basically, oh well, the Turtles had it all along, and all we gotta do is just think about it really hard and then just get rid of it. So I do wish there was a bit more to it other than just more or less just thinking about it. But yeah, but in saying that, there were a few interesting images with Shredder teaching Turtles how to use black magic, such as Shredder's mouth opening weirdly while using the flames or heat breath. It's weird, to say the very least, but for the most part the art style does work really well within this issue. But yeah, there isn't really too much besides this little bit here where it teaches the Turtles about the black magic. But then Jenny does ask about what happened with Leo and him becoming Dark Leo, and surprisingly she doesn't know, and I'm honestly quite surprised by that, just because I feel like that would have been something which they would have brought up at least once during her time on the comic run, but I guess not. But then we do have a interesting part of the comic, and I think it can work well, but at the same time I do feel like it really doesn't. And that's a scene where basically the Turtles are having nightmares in the Finn place. But yeah, I feel like this is an interesting concept, which I don't feel like they expand on really well. And I do feel like a good example of this would be in the 2003 show, The Darkness Within, where Tails had to deal with their nightmares about how Raph becomes too angry, Donatello sees everyone dies, Mikey sees everyone like leaving him, and Leo being a failure. And in this one, I sort of see that where they're coming from, where like, oh, Ben Rocksteady, Donatello's big haunting nightmare and stuff, Slash is Mikey's nightmare, Raph has demons and stuff like that, and I feel like this is a really interesting concept, and it's also a really great way to really delve into the character and really see what makes the character that character. But I feel like with this issue, because it's done within like 2 pages of developing these type of story arc for the characters, I don't think it really works that well. Just because as soon as you see the threat, it's immediately gone. Just like Mikey sees Slash, who's a big zombie, and then just meditates. So I wonder just why was even the point of it. It didn't really add anything to it, and to be honest, if I didn't have it in this issue, then I would not been any better off. But I don't know. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from at this point, where I didn't add anything to the story other than it's just being there. I feel like maybe Raph and Don was the only ones that actually mattered, with Don more or less accepting being Rocksteady and actually facing his fears. I thought that was a really good one. And Raphael's one, I feel like maybe could potentially lead to more potential stuff, with Raph being more angry, leaving Alopex and stuff like that, but I'm not exactly too sure what they could do with it, but I feel like there's something there. But then the Turtles wake up and realise that it was all just a big nightmare, and yeah. And then Leo tells the guys that basically, oh, he didn't have one, and then he goes to speak to Kurosaki about this, and there's a few interesting things which I did find here, which I thought could be interesting for future issues. Now, the first big major one was the fact that he's going to need to bring out Dark Leo again, and oh my god, that has so much potential. That is probably the biggest oh my god moment I've had in quite a long time. I mean, I was not expecting that, and I am really looking forward to see where that could potentially be leading to, just because everything that they could do with it, and yeah, it's just so amazing to finally get Dark Leo back, and what they could do. Oh my god, there is so much potential. I'm really looking forward to seeing the return of Dark Leo. I'm not exactly too sure how, or what. I'm just really looking forward to this. But yeah, there were some other things which I didn't notice. Well, I'll say one thing that was noticed was the fact that Shredder revealed basically Kitsune is not going to be involved in Rat King's Armageddon game, and I'm also wondering if that's sort of like a spoiler for the Armageddon game's opening moves issue 2. I wouldn't think so, but at the same time, she hasn't really mentioned anything about not being part of the game, so I would say that maybe this could potentially be a spoiler. But if it is, then it's not really too big of a spoiler, but like, it's still something to say at the very least. But yeah, this issue has been interesting to say at the very least. I was about to say amazing, but I feel like that's a bit over the top for this issue. This issue had some really good moments. The artwork varies depending on the scene. The colouring, I feel like, is what makes this issue way better than where it is. And yeah, I'll say had they given the character moments with the nightmares a bit more time to expand on their ideas and their nightmares, I feel like that could be a much more interesting thing, other than just being a 2-page little thing, than for them to just deal with it with just either meditating, choking, stabbing, or shooting laser beams, because you know that's all Tails. But yeah, this issue has been interesting. But yeah, let me know what you think about this issue in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you not? Have you picked up the comic? If you have, what cover? But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do love this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.